What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode here of Bassandfurious TV. I want to thank you all for tuning into the channel. Really appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys watching the videos, commenting on the videos, all that good stuff. So I want to thank you for that. Like today's video says, I'm going to kind of take you guys along with me throughout one of my days. So a lot of you guys always are wondering, or when I talk to you, you ask, you kind of wonder what it is that I do. A lot of you guys swear all I do is go fishing every day. And sometimes that's true, but I do work. Yeah, I do work, so there's that. And I did work for the last 17, 18 years, something like that, in the insurance industry. I think I've explained this before, but I did work for that time. I left that industry, and now I just work for myself. But what do I do? So you guys wonder, what do I do? I work for DoorDash right now. That's what I do. I work for DoorDash, and I also occasionally work for UPS. And I'm very excited about both of those opportunities. And today I'm going to bring you guys along with me while I DoorDash. Also, I know a lot of you guys have asked or mentioned to me before some questions about, especially when I was posting a lot of videos about my health and what was going on with my health. You guys were asking about what was going on with my health. What did I do? How did I change things up? How did I go from barely being able to stand up sometimes and not able to function and cast and all that to where I'm at now? I had some serious problems with my neck, my back. There were several things going on that just wasn't right. So I know a lot of you guys asked me about that, and I'm going to try to address both of those things here today in this here video. So I'm going to try to address both of those things here today in this video, and bring you guys along with me. So I'm going to touch on that in a little bit, but basically there were some things that a couple things that I did. I'm going to show you one of those things that I did to help me with my mobility and getting myself back into position to be able to you know, fish these long tournaments and do this work and lift these boxes and things like that. There was a lot of work that went into getting back on track there. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me to show you what I did to do that. Part of what I did, and a huge part. So I'm very thankful, very thankful for that. But it definitely took a while. Basically what happened is I kind of messed up my back on a particular instance, and I didn't think anything of it. Kind of just, you know, whatever. And then that ended up by me not really wanting to use my back because I messed it up. I started kind of overcompensating by using other parts and not using certain parts and kind of moving certain ways so that I didn't feel like I messed up certain things, and ultimately ended up messing up my back and my neck. So in order to get my back and my neck back on track, it took a lot. So like I said, I'm going to bring you guys along today and show you a phenomenal place that I go to. Phenomenal thing that I do, that I got some help that helped get really get me back on track, and some great people to help do that. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me today, show you that a little bit, and hopefully this information helps somebody else, because I know I'm not the only one, especially if you fish as much as I do, or do anything for that matter, work out a bunch, run a bunch, got a bunch of kids, and you're lifting up your kids. If you sit on the toilet for too long, you know, it can ultimately mess with you. So I'm gonna take you guys to a place that'll help me a lot with that, and hopefully it'll help you with that as well if you check it out. If you live in my town, in my area, and need some help, this is what you want to do. So stay tuned, guys. Let's get into it. Everyone, here we go. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. Got my first order of the day. So
go past these lights, then turn right into the car park.
All right, everyone. I have arrived here at my first stop. So you guys wonder what it is that I do now. I know I did insurance for a while. Like I said, about 17, 18 years did insurance. Got out of that. Now I do my own thing. Yes, I do fish a lot, but I also do work. The good thing about my work is that it's flexible. It's on my own schedule. So I can work for a certain number of days, and then I can fish. So works out great. Spend time with my family, pretty much do anything I need to do. And then I can go back to work, or I can leave work, or come to work, or go to work, or not. So it really works great for my job. But this is what I do. There you go. DoorDash. I'm about to head inside, grab my first order. I'm going to bring you guys along with me, so let's go. Alright, so here we go, guys. We're going inside. Basically, we just got to go find where the food is. See, make sure all the items are in. Alright, so we have picked up the food. I apologize that you can't see me. And we are headed to drop this off. Are you kidding me? and we're headed to drop it off. And I'm trying to stay safe. I ain't trying to come back home with nothing that I ain't leave the house with. So sanitation, got that right. And now just a matter of getting to the address and following the instructions that are presented in the app. It's relatively easy as long as you pay attention to the stuff that goes on. There's a lot of little notes and little things that pop up every once in a while. There is a key to it though, I will say. I won't go too deep on the DoorDash side of this deal, but just kind of incorporating you guys with my life a little bit. Kind of more of a vlog kind of video than a fishing deal. But there are some keys to it. You want to watch some YouTube videos if you decide to DoorDash. You want to watch some videos on it and learn how these guys that are making really good money doing it, learn how they operate. Because I dived in at first and I was getting burnt. I wasn't making nothing. But I was spending so much in gas and wasn't making anything because I just was like, oh, this looks good. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. And I just took like every order because I saw dollar signs on the screen. So I just took like everything. You want to kind of get a rhythm to it and kind of figure out what's best, what areas are good, what areas you're gonna be able to make some money at. If you got to drive a little ways to get to work and to work in a better area where you can make more money, you want to do stuff like that as opposed to just kind of hoping and wishing you're going to get it done where you're at. I got a nice little routine where I can go park at a certain spot. It gives me orders from each side of town that I want to go to. I know that I ain't going but so far because there's so many restaurants and houses relatively close. And that's how I can consistently make some money doing this. So that's something that you guys want to keep in mind if you do this. So there you have it. Food has been dropped off, nice and easy. Time to hop back on and look for another delivery. So just wait until I get one. I got to get back over to the place where the restaurant and food are. And that's one of the key tips that they'll tell you. But like I said, there's a lot of videos you guys can watch on the DoorDash thing. I didn't want to harp on that so much for this video. But one of the key things is making sure that you take a delivery that doesn't take you too far away from the restaurants. And if it does, it's got to pay you good enough to get you out of the way from all the restaurants. Because you think about it, if you do like 3 deliveries close by restaurants and you make like 25 bucks, but you're right there by the restaurants. But if you take 1 delivery and you do that in like an hour, but if you do 1 delivery that takes you like 30 minutes away from all the restaurants, then you got to drive 30 minutes back, then you got to wait for the food and all that, you'll have made, and if that order pays you like $11 or $12, right? Like you would have made 25, you just stayed close, and then you made 12, and then you went all the way away from the restaurants and had to come back. So just little stuff you got to think about when you do the DoorDash deal. I just took a nice little short order from Wawa. Lady wanted some bagel and a cup of coffee, so I took a nice little short 1 mile order, made a few dollars, right back into the thick of things, looking for another order. So that is pretty much my job. That's what I do right now. Is I do DoorDash. I also work for UPS as well, but that's kind of more of a as needed, kind of like a seasonal deal, which I love. It's absolutely been my favorite job that I've ever done in my life. I absolutely love working for UPS. It is a phenomenal company. They look out for you. They look out for you, and they really, I love working for UPS, man. What in the heck? All right, guys, I'm sitting here watching a car that's about to drive down the wrong side of the road and get smacked. Oh my God. They are an idiot. And they think they're doing the right thing too. They're not even stopping. But yeah, so that's kind of, I love my job at UPS. It's great. And, but like I said, other than that, that's a very demanding job. I would never, ever get to fish at all if I worked for UPS all year round. So what I do is I switch to DoorDash and I do the DoorDash deal. Once the UPS job ends, I switch to DoorDash and get my flexibility back. Grind for UPS during the off season, then switch to DoorDash during the season so I can keep my flexibility, go fish a tournament, take a day off, go fish tournament, take a day off, take a trip, do, you know, different things like that. So I love that. So that's what I'm gonna keep on doing for the foreseeable future. So now, next step, we're going to the next part that I know you guys have been waiting for. How do I get better? How do I help myself? How do I stay in shape? How do I stay on the water when it comes to fishing? So I'm gonna take you guys there to the next place and we'll get into that. So let's go. All right, guys, so here I am. I'm at the next place, the place I was telling you guys about. It's a place not too far from my house, but it's a place, like I said, that's worked out really great for me. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about where we're at. Yes, guys, we are at the chiropractor. This is Hepe Chiropractic, Dr. Erica and Dr. Scott. I typically go see Dr. Erica, but guys, this has been a life changer for me, like when it comes to, all right guys, I'm gonna let that lady by, but yeah, so guys, this, like I said, this place literally kind of changed my life in a sense, from the help I was able to get here, and with them working on my back, working on my neck, things like that, it has allowed me to spend more time on the water, do more things, just in general, because I feel better. You know what I mean? I'm not always in pain, not always thinking something hurt, not always got to take some medicine, that kind of thing. Especially when it comes to casts and those repeated motions, things like that. I was able to communicate that to the doctors here and have them work specifically on things that help me out. So, like I said, just want to take you guys here and kind of tell you guys a little bit about it. I'm going to a session I got down right before the season starts and kind of go from there. So. All right, guys, so just wanted to finish up the session here with Dr. Erica. She's amazing. It's phenomenal. Like I said in the intro, this video here is just me talking a little bit about what helped me get back on the water, feel better, more comfortable, be able to move around, because you know when it comes to fishing, you gotta adapt and handle different situations. So this was really key to getting me to do that. So I just wanted to introduce you guys to
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Erica, and that's exactly what I'm here to do. Just here to help you when you're feeling any pain, keep you out of it so you can keep going on and doing whatever you love to do.
Yes, and she is amazing at it. So be sure to check it out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description there where you guys can check it out. If you live in this area or close by this area, traveling through this area, whatever the case may be, you definitely want to stop in. She can definitely get you right. Have you feeling good, feeling comfortable, getting out of the water, having a good day, and enjoying yourself, which is what you want to get out there and do. So thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it all. Another episode of Bassandfurious TV. You guys are awesome. Peace.
Thanks.
All right.